NASCAR builds a new media center, more spotter changes are coming, and Noah to SHR continues to intensify. Let's get into it. Coming up next. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. All right, first things first, NASCAR has built a new media center. Via Bob Pockers, NASCAR unveiled a 58,000 square foot production facility today next to the R&D Center. $53 million investment includes 3 studios, 8 control rooms, 4 announcer booths, can do live event production, will be doing Xfinity Series in 2025. Teams and drivers will be allowed to use the facility too. And because of that, the immediate reaction from fans was this. Ryan says, everything but the live production part sounds like a plus. Remote announcing is awful, says Marshall. Jordan Daniels says, races with remote announcers are terrible. Examples, trucks on FS1, not the broadcaster's fault. There's just a disconnect from being at the track. And Zach Sullivan says, announcer booths, did they not watch the Truck Series Championship race and see? And Brock Beard chimed in later, retweeting that, saying, signing an $8 billion TV contract only to build more remote broadcast infrastructure is like landing a dream job and then not bothering to show up for work. So obviously a lot of fans are not happy about the remote broadcast. So how significant is that remote broadcasting going to be? Well, let's take a deeper dive. This via the Charlotte Observer. And Shane Canutt, NASCAR opens $53 million production facility in Concord, what that means for viewers and fans. And in this, there is a quote from Steve Phelps where it says, this is a historic day for our sport. NASCAR President Steve Phelps said at a ribbon cutting event Wednesday morning, the scope and scale of NASCAR production business has fundamentally changed with the live events business more than tripling in the last few years. Meanwhile, the proliferation, of streaming services and the growth of social media and podcasting has made quality on-demand content an important currency for connecting with current and, importantly, prospective fans. So you see right there, Steve Phelps thinks that basically broadcasting a live event from the studio is important, but he goes on further. NASCAR's production facilities had been in Uptown Charlotte, and now they moved next door to its research and development center once the new media rights agreement begins in 2025. NASCAR hopes to produce more live events out of this building instead of having its entire crews on site. The location closer to the teams should allow drivers to appear in studio shows more frequently. Announcers have already been remotely calling Truck Series races on Fox Sports out of the Uptown facility. Brian Herbst, Senior Vice President of Media and Production, told The Observer, you'll see more of that in the future, referring to broadcasters calling races from a studio. So there you go. A lot of fans don't like the remote broadcast, but according to NASCAR, they're going to push along right there with it. So let me know down in the comments what you think about it. It seems like a lot of the fans don't want it, but NASCAR thinks it's going to be the future and they're pushing it anyway. Sound familiar? This via Freddie Craft. Obviously, this was probably the biggest surprise, but we weren't kidding when we said lots of changes. Last count was 13 spotter changes for 2024. We'll recap them this week on DBC. So obviously he was talking about Josh Williams going over, Josh Williams the spotter, not Josh Williams the driver. First 30 seconds of the live stream, if you don't know the joke I'm talking about there. But anyway, he's talking about Josh Williams leaving Penske and going somewhere else. So apparently there's going to be apparently 12 more that are going to be a big deal moving forward. So we'll have to see where all these spotters are moving around going forward, according to Freddie Craft. Kyle Racing teased out this picture, saying that they've got a big announcement coming, and obviously, at least in my opinion, that looks like AJ Allmendinger. So apparently they're going to announce the future for AJ Allmendinger. Will it be in the Xfinity Series? Will it be in the Cup Series? We'll have to see how that plays out. Of course, there's been a huge amount of hubbub over who is going to drive that Cup car, so maybe we will be getting some answers here soon. Another picture making its way around social media. This, I found it from Avery Williams. I'm not sure exactly where it originated, but that is Noah Gragson at the SHR shop talking to what appears to be Drew Blickensderfer, or at least a member of the team, the number 10 team. So the rumors continue to swirl that it looks like Noah Gragson is most likely going to be the driver of that 10. I feel like we know everything except it hasn't been made official. So we'll have to see when Stuart Haas wants to make it official there. JD Motorsports has signed Dawson Cram to drive the number 4 car full-time for the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. And this via J-Ski, Luke Lambert, Stephen Doran to crew chief for Spire Motorsports in 2024. Stephen Dorn and Luke Lambert are veterans of the sport, exemplary individuals, and are thrilled to welcome them both to Spire Motorsports, said Spire Motorsports co-owner Jeff Dickerson. Stephen is an accomplished racer who earned his position through practical knowledge, hard work, and success. He's been part of championship caliber teams in the past, and we're confident that he'll play a significant role in helping Spire Motorsports continue to raise our competitive bar. Luke Lambert is a complete professional and highly regarded competitor who has worked with Carson in the past. His demeanor and ability to connect to his drivers is what makes him a perfect fit. He has worked with Ryan Sparks previously, so that points directly to the synergy we're looking for amongst our competition group. So there you go. Luke Lambert is going to be the crew chief for Carson Hocevar, and Stephen Doran is going to be the crew chief for Zane Smith moving forward over there at Spire. So they've got all the pieces intact, and they just signed some more people previously the day before. So Spire continues to keep the news flowing and continues to be one of the more interesting teams in the Cup Series as we move along here in silly season. All right, that's just going to about do it for this one. If you like the content and this is your first time, would love to have your subscription. If not, I'll keep making these. If you're already subscribed, I appreciate you all as well. If you got a question, comment, or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section. I try to get to as many of them as I can. And if you want to support the channel, you can visit the merch store. We have a buy one, get one on t-shirts going right now. So if you want to check those out, feel free to. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.